Welcome back to Treehouse Permaculture, everyone. Today we're going over different ways to protect your plants from freezes, and we used landscape fabric, tarps, and also had a control group that was uncovered, and then we had a group that was most of the crops that was covered by landscape fabric and tarps. So we had some good results, and it shows that the landscape fabric is sufficient for 30 degrees, but the tarp is definitely an added protection. Let's check it out. So we just uncovered the rows with landscape fabric, and everything's looking perky. We have zucchini and corn again. Corn and zucchini looking perky. The landscape fabric was a great frost cloth, and I highly recommend getting a thick landscape fabric that will insulate, so you can have a double use for it. And here's our control group. As with any experiment, we left some of the plants completely untreated and uncovered. And so this is what happens when you don't take care of your zucchini and there's a freeze. It's all floppy, not perky, melted, the cell walls are destroyed, the cells were frozen and they expanded and basically killed the plant. Let's look at the corn. The corn is discolored, still slightly perky in the stem here, but you can see the leaves are damaged, the cell walls have burst. So we did have a freeze last night, and the landscape fabric was sufficient. How do I know that? Because these ones were covered with just landscape fabric, and we checked them out on the other side, and this is looking nice and perky, not damaged. And the corn looks great. Let's check out the group that was just covered by a tarp. We have some perky zucchini. I don't see any damage. And the corn is looking good. Not soft or deflated or melted at all. So I think the tarp was sufficient. So that concludes our frost protection experiment. Thanks for joining us today, guys. We had fun learning and seeing what was necessary to protect our zucchini, and we'll continue to do experiments in the future. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and you can also suggest any experiments for the future. So stay tuned for more videos this season and keep growing on.